Hello, 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 and welcome to the first episode of the Belgian beer Maniac. Some of you might already know me. For those who don't, my name is S, and I'll be your host on this YouTube channel where we will talk about beers and mainly Belgian beers. Now, before we head into today's topic, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so you stay up to date with all my new videos. And for those who have social media, you can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Alright, now let's head into today's beer. The beer that I would like to introduce you today is probably one of my most favorite beers, if not my most favorite beer. And those who already follow me on my personal Instagram account might guess which beer it can be, but then again, I do have a few favorites, and yeah, well, that's not that hard if you live in a country where you have some of the best beers in the world. So, okay, so the beer I would like to introduce to you is Kwak, or in the full name, Pauwel Kwak, which, as you can see, here's the bottle. This is, of course, the new design of the bottle. For those who don't recognize it, they recently updated it, so you can still find the old design on the internet, of course. And here is the matching glass that comes with the beer, which, in my opinion, is actually really cool because it's like this flask bowl type of glass. Really nice design. It just shows off some amazing craftsmanship, in my opinion. And yeah, this glass is actually also a limited edition. It's limited to 222 copies because they exist for 222 years. So that's a pretty cool addition to have. And it comes with this nice wooden holder where the glass fits nicely into. But I will go more into the history of the glass later on in the video. Let's first talk about the beer itself, for which I have to open the beer, which is the whole point of this video after all. Alright, here we go. Now, as you can see, Kwak has a very bright amber color, which is almost looking like, like very sweet dark honey, which is a very nice presentation. And it has a very nice foam top, almost looking like cream. So yeah, it's just looking very great. And the smell, when you bring the beer to your face, the smell alone, you can already smell all the different aromas from the beer. Kind of fruity in there, a bit of malty, which is actually a pretty good thing. It smells sweet, but sweet in a good way. So yeah, now let's head into the tasting and the flavors. So cheers. Yeah, sorry, I have to take another sip, man. Oh, that's just so good. Again, the beer tastes really sweet. Everything what you smell, you can also taste in the beer. It smells fruity, malty. It tastes fruity, malty. So that's actually really good. And yeah, let me have another sip to enlighten you more. You can also taste like a little bit of, I'm not quite sure, but I think some banana in the background, maybe some honey. Even though a beer should be bitter, you can taste a little bit of bitterness in the aftertaste, but the main aromas or the fruitiness lingers in your mouth very strong. Which, in my opinion, as a Belgian guy, I prefer this because that invites you to drink more beers. And yeah, it's actually also kind of dangerous because a beer like this, it's just so tasteful that you just keep on drinking it. And the good thing is also, when you drink it, it drinks actually really smooth. And that's actually a very rare thing, considering that the beer is a 8.4% beer, which in my opinion is actually a very good percentage. And even though it has that kind of percentage, you don't really feel the alcohol because of the sweetness. So that's actually a good thing. And I actually forgot to mention that in the intro of the beer. So yeah, it's a 8.4% beer. So cheers. So this beer would be classified as a specialty beer. Yeah, I think if I would have to put it in a category, I would put it with the pale ales. So for those who are interested in the history of the brewery, the beer is actually being brewed by the brewery Bosteels, which is located in the township of Buggenhout, which is in East Flanders, and of course in the Flemish region of the country. And the cool thing about this is that the brewery is actually being in hand of a 7th generation family, which goes back for over 200 years, all the way back to 1791, which makes this beer actually even older than our own country, since Belgium was only founded in 1830 after they split up with the Netherlands. Yeah, as I said before, I would talk about a little bit more about the glass. The history of this glass has a little story as well. As you can see, it has like this bowl kind of flask type. But why is it made this way? Well, back in those days, there was this person, and his name was, of course, Pauwel Kwak. And Pauwel Kwak, he was a innkeeper, and back in those days, it was around the times of Napoleon, if not mistaken. And back in those days, you had a lot of coachmen, but because coachmen couldn't take off while they were on the job, Pauwel Kwak, he invented this glass so he could actually pour the beer into the glass. So when the coachmen would drive by with their carriage and horses, he could simply hand them over the glass, and the coachman had like a similar holder like this on their carriage, and they would simply connect the glass into the holder, which is pretty cool because, yeah, everybody was happy. The innkeeper was selling beer, the coachmen were having their favorite beer on the road, and as you can see, no spilling because of the holder really keeps, the flask bowl type of glass into its I don't know the word for that, but in its position. So yeah, that's a history about the brewery in shortcut, and about why this glass is made like this, which I find actually very interesting. If you actually want to know more about the history of the brewery, you can actually visit the website of the brewery, which you can find below in the description of this video. And for those who want to see the brewery or would like to witness the operation in first hand, you can visit the website as well, which is again below here, and you can make an appointment for a tour guide, and then you can visit the brewery and so on, and they will tell you more about the history, which is actually really cool. Sorry. So yeah, make sure if you enjoy this beer to do that, because yeah, it's gonna be worth your while. So again, first I have to drink again. If you could hear that, it made the kluk kluk kluk, or like we called the quack noise, which happens actually when you are at the point of at some point of your glass. When the moment you start to pour, the oxygen goes into the glass and the drink comes out. And because the glass is made like that, it's actually pretty funny. When you're not aware how to drink it and you drink it too fast and the oxygen goes in, you get actually a sploosh, or like we say it, a quack of beer in your face. So that's actually also a pretty fun fact to know. about this beer. So yeah, be careful when you drink this. So cheers. Now, before we close this video, because we're actually reaching the end, I want to give you actually three more things that I would like to share. And the first one is the brewery of Bosteels. They actually win every year beer awards with Kwak. And just to name the recent ones, in 2020, Kwak has won the double gold award at the Asian Beer Challenge in Hong Kong, and they also won the gold award at the World Beer Awards in the UK. So that's actually, a plus point, because, I mean, that means that not only I like this beer that much, but it also means that the rest of the world thinks this is actually a great beer. We're reaching the end, and at every end of a video, I will rate my beers, and of course, as you would have probably already guessed, I will rate Kwak with a tremendous 10 on 10 points, because for me this is one of the best, if not the best, and probably my most favorite beer of all time, because the whole package, it's just there, the flavors, the taste, the presentation of the beer, it's just amazing. So yeah, for me it's a solid 10 to 10. Now I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did so, leave a comment again down there below in the comment section. Hit that like button, and for those who want to see more videos of me reviewing beers, and mainly Belgian beers, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so you stay up to date with any new videos. Okay, thank you for watching, and cheers guys.